Patron, take them away.
Okay guys, we're going to be looking at cable today, so let's flick the charts on. It's early morning and we'll have a little look, shall we? So what are we looking at here? Well, I'm actually looking at quite a quick trade. There's PMI this afternoon. Don't really want to be caught in that. And I've just told the guys, and it's looking at a low TP, so about 10-15 pips, that'll be fine. So we'll get that down. And why is that? Well, because I believe in being, well, pretty conservative, shall we say. So what we're going to do is look at this, break it, and trade it. Very, very simple. So pull this out to your hourly and we can see that it's been on a merry run pushing down. Okay. What was the last drive that it made? Well, it was that one. Okay. So forget that. From here to here and then back up. So I can see what's going on. There's the extension point. Bang on this level that I've put in prior. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that. I can see where it's going. Next question is, why is it going there in the first place? Well, if we look at this, we can see it's on a merry run. So what we're going to do is we're just going to drop an order in. Pretty much primed for it now. You can see the sell-off coming in. And we're just going to drop an order in. Very, very simple. So just drop a nice order in, put it underneath so it has to crack through, sell it, boom, off we go. Right, that's it. Job sorted. Now what do we do? Well, we look to place in a little target. So there's 20 pips, 100 quid. Live with that. Okay, push it down into this region. Dead simple. Now what can I do? Well, I can stage it because I can now build a position backwards. So if I come back to the hour and I can look to see what's going on, there's a big swing point here, there, and there's a barrier here. So I can stage to that swing point. Once I get to that swing point, after maybe think that I'm wrong, and do something about it, you know, because it can easily pull back up, attack this, come back down again. But if it goes beyond that, it's going to attack this and then eventually up here into this. Too much to bear. So you've got to be a bit sensible as well. Okay, but at the meantime, everything's fine. Just going to let it run down. And then if I take it right out, you'll start seeing there's the swing, there's the other swing, there's the top. But look at the way the market's flowing. Up, good down, up, decent down, up, slam down, up. It hasn't slammed down, not like this. It's gone into range bound across. So there's a reasonable assumption that it'll come to the bottom of here, base of this slot, and into these levels. Now, if you know how to draw these levels, half the battle's won. In fact, it's nearly 3/4 of the battle. These levels are key to trading. So if you know support and resistance and you know how to find key swing points, that's where you're going to find your money. Let's play this out and we'll see if we can get it done before breakfast. Okay guys, I need to drop into a meeting now for half an hour or so. Everything's doing pretty much what we want. Got 2 entries in. Would have liked to have had a little bit of a big position, but once it gets down here, should be alright. Still got to go all the way up to here before we can even think about trying to get out at break even. So I'm not overly worried at the moment. Just let it do its thing. Right, catch you in a bit. Okay, boys and girls, had a little bit of a notification that we'd done, so came up to check it. Pulled out before the news announcement, 3 o'clock. Let's have a look. And as you can kind of see, it's shot up and shot straight back down. I didn't really want to be involved with that. There's the move there, up, straight back down again. But we got out in time. Nothing running. Everything's fine. And it's paid me quite well for the day. I'm quite happy with what I've done for the day. So, oh no, you're talking about, you're going to see she comes.
Had a shower, did we?
Eh? Just a sec. What?
You've had a shower on you.
Well, of course I've had a shower on. Do you think I look like this?
Soaking. I've had to swim out the bathroom.
I told you to wear slippers.
It's not funny.
I mean, it's not funny.
Look at them, they're soaking. I can wring them out. They're that wet. It's supposed to dry yourself.
I did?
Yeah, on one of my good towels.
I did not use your good towels.
Well, what did you use? Is that why it's wet?
There's a towel on the sink. I used that one.
There wasn't a towel on the sink?
There was.
There isn't a towel?
There was.
There's no towel.
There was like a little towel on the sink.
It was on the radiator.
It was close enough.
What, you dried yourself on a hand towel?
Yeah, it was.
No
Well,
wonder the place is swimming.
right, let me explain this before I carry on, right? Because apparently we're having a domestic again. Story of my life, innit? I mean, she's robbed me this morning. Do you know what she did this morning, right? We've been tidying up the office and I was clearing my drawers out. And there's an old money tin in there. And I don't use it. And I couldn't get into it, right? Because it was locked and I've lost the key and I didn't know where the fuck it is. So I was going to throw it out. And she goes, oh, hold on a second, eh? There's something in there. She says, nah, there isn't. It'll be fine, right? She broke into the tin, right? She made me get a screwdriver and yank into the tin because through the top slot she spied something.
£80?
Money, right? I was going to throw it away, but she spied it, sniffed it, got it, and now she's kicking off because I've made a mess in the bathroom.
It is so wet, the floor.
Well, at least one of you is wet. Right, get what? If you haven't been here before, everything we do is completely live, right? Switch camera on, off we go. That's it. That's the channel. That's it in a nutshell. You know, I do Forex trading for a living, show you what I'm doing, try and give you a bit of blurb about what's going on, and then show you the aftermath. Just so happens today's aftermath is me getting a kicking in the bollocks because I made a mess in the bathroom.
Well, you are called Scruff for a reason.
Well, you're called pain in the arse for a reason.
Are you not?
Fucking are. Christ almighty. So, we shall carry on. Trade premise. Can I do my job now?
Yeah?
Oh, good girl.
I'll go mop the floor.
Yeah, shut up. Right. News event, collapse. If you were fib trading, that is an easy trade. It's the easiest trade in the world. Straight up, let it collapse, stop, drop a fib on, enter 23, out at 38, definitely out by 50. I'll guarantee you'll get some money out of that. Happens all the time. But I was paid beforehand. Why? Because my preferred way of trading news is not to trade it at all. I got out just beforehand, closed the positions off, pulled the targets in so they'll get hit, and walk away. And as you've seen, it paid me quite well. Now, the premise of this trade never changed. If I drop this down back to an hour, you'll see it is moving down. Now, all of these push downs have a lot of gusto in them, but the push back, the greens, not so much. Even here, this is the part that interested me this morning. That looks like it's got a lot of energy in it, but it didn't go far. Indecision, downward candle, because there's a big tail at the top. Red push down, try to recover, it couldn't, thump, down it came, and even the news announcement went up and straight back down again. Simple trade. Why was that? Because the dominant force of the direction is moving to the downside. Easy premise. Now, when it comes to trading, that easy premise is probably your savior. You get an idea, You put your levels in. If you know how to draw your levels, you're halfway there. And levels is not just a case of, oh, it's touched a couple of times and there's an odd swing on a 15-minute chart. That's all a load of horseshit, right? That will get you into more trouble than enough, right? You need to look at the big picture, what the chart is trying to achieve and where it's trying to go. And it'll show you that from past history. An echo of the past will give you a vision of the future. And if you know how to draw it, and then sort of capitalize on how to draw a fib on top of it, know the correct fibs, it'll reinforce those levels. Then you just need a couple of indicators that you like to help you with the direction. Take a cross section of multiple time frames and play the averages. That's it. You know, and then as long as you've got your money side sorted out, you know, you're not spending more than you're willing to give, keep you calm. Trading ain't hard, guys. I do it every day. I show you how to do it every day. And case in point, we had a Zoom call last night with the guys in the squad, because I don't do signal services. I've got no time for any of that, and I've got no time for anybody who just wants that. But what I do, that sounded a bit odd, didn't it? Do. Well, some people think it's shit anyway, but fuck them. What I do for the guys is we'll pull a chart up. They pick the chart. I never pick it. They pick it. I'll break it down. I'll mark it up, break it down, analyze it, tell them exactly the stress points of the market, where it's going to push to, where it's going to pull back to, and then my prediction over the next 4 to 6 hours sort of thing. And more often than not, I'm right. Last night, nailed it. You know, told them exactly what oil was going to be doing today, and it's done it. You know, boom, straight to the levels. The trade that you've just seen, I told them before I went to market this morning in the news call. Now, the news calls are done on reward basis. If I don't hit the likes, they stay behind closed doors in the Discord. But I make it for them every day. And more often than not, I'm right with them as well. Funny that. Why? Because I'm methodical. Do my homework. And if I do my homework and I get into it, I've normally got my ducks in a row before I go to market. And that's what keeps me consistent. And the other side of it is, I never overtrade. I'll do 1 or 2 trades a day. That'll do me. Get paid, get out, and I'm happy. So if that sounds good and you're stuck, I'm very easy found. Drop in the description. Find all my contact details. If you want to try a prop fund or you're looking for a broker, you'll find links for that as well. And then drop in the comments and say what your thoughts are. I answer every single one of them personally. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.